In 1890, Harry Austin O'Neill returned to his native Ireland from America and established H.A. O'Neill Limited, the founding company of the Jones Engineering Group. Since our earliest days, we have navigated history's turbulent times, as well as the good times, and through it all, the group has maintained its commitment to training, education, and innovation. In our 125-year history, we've been led by just a handful of our own people. Relationships are the lifeblood of our company. Recruiting, nurturing, and developing the best people has been the cornerstone of our business across the 3 centuries. In the years to come, we will continue to do things a better way for our own people and for our clients.
We work with Jones Engineering as a company because they're a tried and tested partner. We've worked very closely for the past 15 years with them, and over the years they have driven huge improvements in terms of their efficiency and project delivery. Their embracing of lean principles has driven huge efficiencies in terms of how they deliver projects, and certainly enabling us to deliver our objectives more effectively and more efficiently.
There are an infinite number of processes both at home and at work that we engage in every day. Here's an example of one process that we've changed to our Lean program. With the processes we have, the old way isn't always the best. And if I was to give an example, if I offered you a cup of coffee and I had the coffee in the kitchen and I had the sugar in the sitting room and I had the cup in the dining room and I had to go between all those rooms to get the coffee and the milk and the sugar and bring them together as a process. It's absolutely ridiculous, but every day we're carrying out these processes. That was the way the old cable process was before we applied lean techniques. As we can see from the old process, there was plenty of areas that could be improved upon. Being stuck in the old ways of doing things creates an environment where we don't see the waste in the process of doing. We get busy doing rather than taking a step back and looking for improved ways of doing. In this case, a lot of time was spent waiting, manually transporting and setting up the cable to enable installation, with a lot of physical exertion required. The heavy weight of the drum also requires heavy-duty cable jacks. The rolling out is difficult and the pulling force is high because of the total weight. Cutting the cable also takes time, and the process is then all repeated to set up at the next pulling area. One of the main disadvantages of the old cable process before we applied lean techniques was that there was a major bottleneck in productivity. By listening to the people who do the work and applying lean to support their ideas, anything is possible. One such idea is to improve the way we move, store and install cables.
Jones' adaptation of lean principles has certainly helped greatly in terms of efficiency of delivery and also from a cost effectiveness perspective.
The new way of doing our cable process, we've enabled the large drum to be delivered onto a cable reeling system by one man. The same man can actually set up smaller drums and pull it through a pulling machine and cut it to exact predetermined lengths. That allows us then to deploy those smaller drums in just-in-time delivery to the site to allow multiple pulls happen at the same time. Through that then we have zero waste on our cables. Through the just-in-time delivery we have the smaller drums coming back to the workshop for reuse. In order to continuously improve, we run a program called A Better Way. Continuous improvement is key to any successful lean program. And by listening to our employees in the field, anything is possible.
The disadvantages before using lean techniques was the increased start time of a job.
The advantages of lean techniques are that we're moving on to the next job quicker, which means we're getting home to our family sooner.
Implementing the lean process led to a return on investment of less than 1 year. It also led to zero manual handling safety issues. Labour productivity increased in excess of 15%. Inventory space was reduced by 300%. Just-in-time delivery was enabled 100%. And 100% drum reuse and recycle. Cable scrap was eliminated and security requirements were reduced on site.